Hi everybody, it's Kiara. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Um, First, I want to say thank you and welcome to all the new members. As of this morning, actually as of a few minutes ago, I hit 701 subscribers. My goal was 700 by the end of 2025. It didn't happen then, but it happened now. I am so excited. Thank you and welcome. Let's start this off a little bit about me. Hi, my name is Kiara. As you can hear, I am a New Yorker who lives in Northwest Arkansas. We moved here over 5 years ago. We love it. I am a wife. I'm a mom. I am an autism mom. My son recently turned 18. We're in the process of filing guardianship for him. He has, I don't know the speak for what it is now, but it's profound autism. He has a lot of high need support. He doesn't speak. Not to say he doesn't communicate. He does communicate. He doesn't have a device or anything. He's acting out a little bit. He is struggling without school. We've had a little bit of an idea of what our life will be like come June when he ages out of school. But he's ours. We love him. I also have a daughter who graduated with her master's in 2025 from Baylor, and she works full time. She lives with us, but she works full time. And then I have a 12-year-old girl. We also have dogs. We live a full life. I also work full time. I've been on break. I am a SPED paraprofessional, special education paraprofessional. This is a new job to me. I was a one-on-one last year, and now I'm in a classroom. So I love it. That's a little bit about me. So this video is going to be all about my 2026 quilting plans, and boy, do I have a lot of them. I probably bit off more than I can chew since I petered out last year, but there was a reason for last year, and thankfully that has been, for those of you who knew, my son had an SVT. He's also, besides the autism, ADHD, and all his disabilities, he also had an SVT, which he had an extra pathway in his heart, but that has been, for his electrons, but that has been corrected. So we're on a different plane now, but it's always fun. I try to keep it real. Some days you'll hear me say some not so nice stuff about autism. Everybody's on a journey, guys. Everybody's on a journey. Your version of autism may not be mine. So enough with that. Let's talk about 2025 plans. And do I have some? One thing is I am going to do intentional purchasing this year, and you'll see that as I show you the new projects I want to start. One thing I'm going to carry over that worked really well for me at the beginning of 2025 is I'm going to take one whip, and I'm going to besides my current things, I'm going to take one work in progress, and I'm going to work that work in progress until it's finished. The first work in progress that I am going to concentrate on is the Jolly Bar 5 sampler. Okay, so this is my list of whips that I am going to focus on for 2026. The Fat Quarter Shop Stardust. I did month 1, so I have to do month 2. I'm going to continue working on my Designer Mystery 2024. I have 2 blocks left. I'm actually on block 11 right now, and then I have to do all the houses on that. Then I have to do Designer Mystery 2025. This is Designer Mystery 2025. This is row 1. Block 4 is done. Block 5 and 6 are cut, and I have block 7 starched. So that is something I'm going to work on. I'm hopefully to get 5 and 6 done before I go back to work on Monday. My Among the Stars, I'm on month 3, and that was a new project I started in 2025. It's an old sew-along. I have all the block. It was a block of the month I'm going to do. Now, when I made this list on 12/26, I had my flyaway on here, and I finished my flyaway. I have my Wild West to finish. I may pull that after I do Jolly Bar 5. They just wrapped the Jolly Bar 5. We got the finishing on the 31st. And then Millie's dresses. So these are 8 whips that I want finished in 2025. The one thing that I love about this designer mystery right here is that it's a row quilt, and I've been doing it as we do it. So this should end in May or June, and it should be done in May or June because I bought the finishing kit. I did sign up for the 2026 one because I loved the fabric. Hold on one second. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to work on the Jolly Bar 5. This is a free pattern. I believe I've done all the Jolly Bar samplers. And what I did is I went through, here's the setting, and they've said which ones are where. And I'm actually going to do this a little bit different since I still have some to do. I'm going to sew this row together because I have all these blocks done. Then I'm going to finish this row, which is the top row. And then I need to do this right here. This is block 5. It's the biggest block. It's the center block. I think it's 36 by 36 or something. So I'm going to save that one for last and then do it. And then this will be all assembled. So also I'm assuming we're going to get a snow day in here in January and February, at least one snow day. And I have a day off in January. So those are my whips that I'm carrying, that I'm planning on working on in 2026. Then I have a list of, that's one I'm just going to show you. I was going to do it, but I'm not. Of 22 quilts that have to be quilted. One of my goals for 2026 is to take a 1 weekend a month that I'm off and to quilt and bind it. So I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. I have to see what I have backing for. I'm also tomorrow I'm going to the Quilted Cow because I need to buy some backgrounds for some stuff. I'm going to see if I can pick up a background cheap for something and see what I can finish. Because part of the reason a lot of these are languishing is because I have no backings. Though I did do my cuddle up quilt with a quilt backing with fabric that I bought at Hobby Lobby. It was fine. So I'll see if I can find something that will coordinate and then maybe just finish it with something. So there's 22 cans, and I think I'll probably, I do have a backing here, but I don't know that it really, I bought a 3-yard backing one year and it doesn't really go with anything, but I do have my, from one of my first Pat Sloan quilts, it's triangles. I have a backing for that I like. I may throw that on my long arm so it's all up and settled. So that's my list of quilts to quilt. Then let's talk about my monthly goals for every month. I want to stay current on Designer Mystery 2025, so that means me catching up and doing what I need to. Quilt and bind 1 quilt a month. Stay current on all my quilt alongs. And one thing I've done, I put a calendar here, and I also put it in my planner, is some of the quilt alongs that I have going on. Pick the 1 whip and work on it till it's finished. Mindful spending. Only buy what is needed. Don't just randomly go buy stuff because, ooh, it's pretty, ooh, shiny. Doesn't work. Let's use some stuff, and I'll show you this. And then, this is a new one, and I discovered in late 2025 how much I really miss doing machine embroidery. I used to do custom Disney dresses with machine embroidery, and I do other things. I missed it, and I did a lot of machine embroidery in November and December, and I'm going to keep that up. I'm going to do at least 1 machine embroidery project a month. And I did one. If you saw my wall hanging for the classroom door for January, I need to do February's. And then I might do a couple things. I have some birthdays coming, so I might try to do that. Also, I had made some Santa ornaments. I was going to get them out to everybody for this year. I'm going to start those for Christmas, starting probably March. I might even make to schools out in May, but I don't know. So now comes the fun part, guys. My new projects. So there are a couple new projects that came that I really, really want to do. Hey, do you see? I mean, I just have to, this might be my project that I quilt and bind for January. But okay. So new projects for 2026. Fat Quarters by the dozen. The Fat Quarter shop is doing a sampler quilt from this book. I've already marked all the quilts and the dates on the quilts. This one starts, so they're making this sampler quilt. You can go to the Fat Quarter shop. I will try to link all these sheets. I will try to link in the description box. So this is it. If you know me, you know I love a good sampler quilt. Okay, so I needed 21 fat quarters. So I have this Layla Boutique flower pot fat quarter bundle that has been sitting in my quilting room since 2022. I'm using it. I'm taking the plastic off and I'm using it because it does nobody any good if it's just sitting here. Plus, I think this will be a beautiful fall quilt, and it's got blue in it, and this shade of blue is one of my favorites. So I also needed, and here's the problem. You get a bundle this old, it's hard to find coordinates. So I did get online, and I found somewhere that I could get 2 yards for the outer border, and then I found the binding that I wanted. And that should be here this week. So that was intentional purchasing. I do need to find a background accent, and I need to get the background and a middle border. I'm going to see if I can find, for the middle border, I think I'm going to try to see if I can find something in one of these shades. Even a solid, because it is a tiny, the middle border, you only need ½ a yard, so it's a tiny border. So this one starts on January 15th. So there's that. So tomorrow when I go shopping, because I have that very generous gift card, I am going to buy 3½ yards of background. And I kind of know which one I want. Do you see this background right here? This is Maywood Studios. It's almost like a brush stroke. That, or I'm going to see if I can find a grunge. I'm going to take the fat quarter bundle with me, and I'm going to see if I can find it. That's one of the first ones. Another new start I want is I desperately want to do this quilt. Now, if I don't do this quilt, I'm not going to be super upset. My only problem with this quilt is there is a lot of cutting. So I may save this quilt until summer vacation, but I really, really want to do this. Okay. So there's that. Next. Okay. Let's talk about Socialites 3. Socialites 3. This is, I didn't do Socialites 2, but I really like this quilt. It finishes 63.5 by 63.5. I'm going to show you this one because this is actually And you can see all the blocks, but here's their coloring page. This is it. This one starts in February, so I need to get backing. I'm using, since it's America 250, and I have so many red, white, and blue. Okay, here's the funny thing. I have 1, 2, 3, and then I have a whole bunch of scraps of Minnick and Simpson. I have 3 full fat quarter bundles of full. I will not cut into them because they're retired, and I love them, and every single one of their lines coordinates, but I'm still scared to cut into them. But I have this. This is from, I think this is Deb Strain. This is Deb Strain from Riley Blake. So I have this fat quarter bundle, and it's really pretty. And then it doesn't have a lot of darker blues. So I have this. This is a patriotic bundle from Riley Blake that I'm going to use too. I'm going to merge them too. And so for this one, I need to get myself 2.5 yards of background and a yard of setting. So I'm going to just take one of these and see what I can find in red. I probably have something here I could even use, but I'm just going to get a dark, just going to get a background, and I even have a background here that I can use for this, so I'm not super worried about this. So this is going to be Socialites 3, and this starts in February, and it's like weekly. Is it weekly? I believe it starts February 20th, and then it's like weekly. I will link this down below, and Kimberly's going to be doing videos on these from Fat Quarter Shop. Yeah, it looks like it's weekly. There are a couple places that there are a break, like July 4th. So I'm going to do this. I've never finished Socialites 1. That's okay. So there's that. I need to get project boxes for these. I don't have big enough project boxes for this much fabric. Then here's another one I would like to do. This is, I saw a video about this. It's a free pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. It's called Fat Quarter Clips. This is it. Let me see. I'm going to show you. And it comes in a crib, queen, and lap size. Let me see if there's a better picture. Okay, here's the lap size. You make a 9 patch and then you slice and dice them, kind of. But I just like this one. So this is something I would like to start. But I don't know when that one will happen. Then I bought a kit for the Riley Blake Design Challenge. I was not going to do this till I saw this coloring of it. They had it in solids, and I was like, I could have bought the kit at my local shop, but I don't want to do, so I found this Lori Holt B dots. It's reimagined. Somebody recolored it and did it with B dots. And I just love, for some reason, I'm just in love with this quilt. I don't know why. It intrigued me when it was in solids, but this is the Lori Holt. So I ordered a kit, and it came today. And I'll be honest, I would order from this company again because they emailed me coloring sheets. They emailed me what Riley Blake's colors were, and then what I should replace it with, and how many to cut for each block. It's amazing. So let me show you this. First of all, look how it came packaged. I'm a sucker for packaging. And everything is labeled so nicely. Guys, you guys know me. I'm a sucker for packaging. Oh, so I need to find a box to put this in. Plus, if I make a mistake cutting, I have enough Lori Holt fabric, and my local fabric, the Quilted Cow, has Lori Holt fabric, so I could always find something to coordinate with it. It came in an envelope, so that's probably why they taped this, so it wouldn't get caught. but really I can't wait. This one starts on Tuesday. So look at all the colors. I just love the colors of this one. They had a blue version, but I didn't really, it had too much yellow in it for my taste. Okay, so there's that. So it's the Riley Blake design. This is from January to May, and you get every week. The last weekend of the month, there is nothing, so it should be easy to keep up track. Now, the last thing that I'm absolutely going to start, because these are things I'm definitely going to start. Then I have what I might want to start. Okay. I was originally going to use this one for socialites. I'm going to go find some more dusty blues to go with this. Fat Quarter Shop is doing an America 250. Quilt along with Lisa Alexander and Susan Aki. And they're doing, it comes from the Celebrate with Quilts books. I went and I grabbed my Celebrate with Quilts books because I have this. Because I was going to do something I didn't. And so page 138. Okay. This is the quilt we're making in patriotic colors. So I am using this. This is Hollyhocks and Roses. Okay. They're using the Rosy Cat Fat Quarter bundle. I'm using this, but I want to get a couple more blues. Actually, I have another, hold on, let me show you. Okay, I need to get something for this big border right here. Okay, you see this big border? They have white. I don't want a white border on my quilts. So I'm going to get something tomorrow. Hold on one second. Many moons ago, I was part of the holiday Fat Quarter bundle mix. And so I have this one, which I think I can bring into these colors too. And then I have, this was just, this is called Bristol Blue. And I think I can pull some of this. If I can't pull this one, I definitely can use from this one because I want some darker blues like this. And I think this gives me enough darker blues right here. And the one thing about Lisa Alexander and Susan Aki, they do such scrappy stuff. So I just need to get I need to get a background and I need to get something for the big border. I believe my local shop might still have some of this, so I'm gonna go look. They're having a big sale. I have a coupon, so I'm gonna, when I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go through what I need to buy tomorrow because the sale's today and tomorrow and I didn't get a chance to go today. So those are my absolutely going to start. And this one starts, they just have the releases in February. Their releases are, they just chunked it out. February to May, and then another 4. This is going to be a long one because there's a lot of blocks. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to do this one. And I love that quilt that they chose. I just don't like, I don't like the white border. So I was like, okay, well, they did it with, in the book, it's got this beautiful pattern border. So I'm going to go buy something patterned. And if they don't have it at my local shop, Hollyhocks and Roses only came out last year. So I'm okay with that. And it's called the Peppermint Rose Quilt. So I'm like really excited for this because I'm using 2 books that I have not used to do quilts. That makes me ecstatic. It means that the $30 or $40 I spent on this book is not going to waste. So those are my absolute must starts that I'm going to start. Then I did buy the kit, and Pat Sloan has a list, but Pat Sloan, the quilt she's doing in January, I'll show you what she's doing. I don't have this book. She's doing a Wendy Shepherd sampler from her book. I don't remember what the book is called. But Wendy's thing is called Blooming Scrappy Quilt, and I got this off Pat's thing, and these are the blocks they're doing. It didn't speak to me that much, and I don't have the book, so I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that. And then she's doing something for the Virginia Quilt Museum, so I had other things that spoke to me more than the other patterns, so I'm doing those. And then I haven't decided if I'm going to do the Make-A-Wish this year. I haven't decided if I like the fabric of the kit. If I decide to do it, maybe I'll just do something here. But I have a couple other kits that I really would like to finish over those. I am doing over the summer. I did order the Fat Quarter Shop Halloween Mystery Quilt along. I did order the Christmas Mystery Quilt along. Yeah, those are all I ordered of things. So those are things that I'll do. But the other things that I would like to start, but I need to get through some of, okay, how many whips did I have that I wanted to work on? 8. I need to finish, before I even consider starting anything new, I want to finish the Stardust, and I would like to finish my Wild West and the Jolly Bar 5. I want those done before I consider starting any of these. One is my Anna Green Gables quilt. I have everything for that. One is Star of Wonder, which is the Fat Quarter Shop Christmas quilt from 2024. I want to do Up on the Housetop, which was the Fat Quarter Shop Mystery July quilt along from 2025. I want to do the 2025 Jolly Box because I love the quilt in there. Those are things that I would love to start. But I have other things that I want to finish first. So that's where I am for my 2026 plans. I'm trying to keep it real, but I also know that I learned in December, me filming as much as I did in December made me really want to work on projects. It made me happy to be with you guys so much. So I'm planning to try, I know I'm going to be able to do at least 2 videos a week. I plan on filming on Wednesdays because Wednesdays are short day, and most Wednesdays I don't have anything to do. There's one Wednesday a month I'm supposed to go for training, but I probably won't go in January because I have an all-day training I need to do at the end of, for a certification that I have to do at the end of January. So I'm probably not going to do that one. So I'm planning at least 2 videos a week. I would love to do 3, but I don't want to overcommit. So I'm going to say right now, I'm going to come and do 2 videos a week. I know that I still have to give you guys a tour of in here, and I'm going to be real. It's going to be a mess in here because I really haven't cleaned as much as I wanted to on break. Actually, I've been sleeping till like 8:30, 9 o'clock, which is so not like me, but my body needed it, so I'm going with it. And Monday's going to be here, and I'll be up before 6. So, hey. So I know somebody wanted to know my setup, because they're considering a long arm. I'll be honest, my old sewing room was a basement in New York, and I had my scrapbook stuff. I had a huge thing. So this is the 4th bedroom in my house. This would have been my son's room. My son, like I said, he opens doors. When we lived in New York, he tried to go out a window. So his bed is in our room. I have a huge master. He's got his own space. It gives us peace of mind. So I struggle to organize. So that's something I want to do, but I'm going to show you warts and all, my sewing room. And actually one of the other things is I'm going to get rid of a lot of my scraps. I kept scraps from when I was doing clothing making, and I don't need to save every scrap to do an applique. we need to get rid of some of it. So I'm going to show you my space. No judgment, please, when I do it, just so you guys can get an idea. And it's a weird shape when you come into the room. So there is that. But that's all I've got. I'm excited. Thank you again. If you like this video, please, I know it's a longer one for me. I try not to keep them this long. But that's what's going on. I will talk. Did I go over everything with you guys? Wait, I gave you my whips. I showed you everything. Yeah, that's it. So are any of you guys doing any of these fat quarter shop quilt alongs, like the fat quarter by the, I know Kathy is going to be doing a fat quarters by the dozen. She's picking one quilt and doing it. She doesn't like samplers. I like samplers. If you notice, I cross stitch samplers. See, I cross stitch samplers. I make samplers. I get bored of making the same block a lot of times, so that's why I tend to go towards a sampler quilt. Speaking of samplers, I took a piece to go get framed today. I probably got a little bit too much border around it, but I kind of liked it with the border. We'll see. But that's what's going on. Have a great night. Please, thank you for all the kind comments. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I will talk to you on the other side. Bye, everyone.